Functions of marketing. Here, the next topic is function of marketing. The business by selling want satisfying goods and services to the customers. In order to achieve this purpose, marketing manager perform following functions. First one, market research. Whenever we want to produce a good, we will go and see whether the product is demanded or no, or how the consumer prefer the goods. Marketing research. First one is marketing research, then product planning and product development. Here the product plan, how the product should look, how the product, the qualities the product should have, and the development. If it is have, if we have the existing product and it should be developed from Mi 7 phone which have the latest feature of portrait camera, and when we compare it with the Mi Note 9, it has more clear, I think wide range clarity, wide range clarity. These are the product development, how the same Mi company had with Note 7 and Note 9. Next one, it is buying and selling, buying and assembling. This is buying and assembling, how the raw materials are to be bought, how the where the goods will be assembled, because sometimes buying spare parts, or sometimes when we produce spare parts or raw material, it costs more, so it is better to be purchased from other and then assembling. Next, selling. No doubt selling is the main idea of marketing. Selling, the how the step, the line of the chain of distribution to be carried on, how the producer, wholesaler, retailer, then customer, the line chain which have to be followed in selling. Next was standardization, grading and branding, how the products will be graded. This kind of a product will be the A quality, then with some little bit features less, then it will be called as B quality. This kind. And branding up for recognition of customers. The customer should recognize it as a separate from other product. Branding is required. Then next, packaging. Packaging means outside the cover, the product have which have the outside packaging, not the pack. There is difference between packaging and pack. That is packaging and packaging. There is difference between the packaging and labeling. Packaging means the packaging is an activity of design and producing the container or wrapper of a product. The wrapper which we produce or for the product, it is called as packaging. And labeling is more tagging or attaching the label to a package where the clear information of the product is given. Storing of product, storage, transportation, where the goods, here see, transportation, we are where the goods are transferred from producer to the consumer. Salesmanship, where salesmen carry their work and bring the product in the notice of the customers. Then advertising, how the product is advertised in market. Pricing is most important. Whenever the product is launched or brought in the market, first thing the consumer will say, what is the price? So pricing, because whether it should be provided at discount or at a sample rate or a sale offer, that is there in the marketing to attract the customers or new customers for to purchase the product. It is pricing is important. Financing, the investors who invest in the product, there the functioning also functions of marketing work. Next one's insurance. When the goods are carried, whether it has to be stored properly, where from, because Insurance is there when the goods are transported, then from the transportation to the sales sale of goods to the consumer, there should be insurance, because in transport or anything in the go down, they may caught fire or met with an accident, so it is better to have an insurance for the product. So that is also a main function of marketing. Yeah. Next, what are the scope of marketing? The scopes of marketing. Next topic. This is the last topic of today's video. That is product and services. Product and services are the basic element of marketing. If there is no product, there is no marketing. It is very clear. It is concerned with the nature and the types of product and services, product quality and design, product planning and development, product decision related to brand labeling, packaging, trademark, etc. Everything which is related to the product, whether it is the quality, the design of the product, how the product are planned and developed, everything is dependent as a main part for marketing. Even the product decision, how the brand, the labeling, packaging, if the product has something more light or lightweighted, or it is delicate, it may break, so packaging is also important. Trademarks, even trademarks, special recognition from other products, trademark are used in product and services. This is the first scope of marketing. See here, this is product, how the product are made available in market, and services, how the product services after the sale of goods or services. Next, it is marketing research. Though product and services were the starting point under tradition marketing, modern markets start with the analyzing of various aspects of market and relate to the area. It include an analyzing of nature and types of customers, size of market, customer attitude, buyer behavior, etc. And in-depth analyzing of customers and market is the prerequisites of for every marketer to have a successful marketing. See here, marketing officer, consider him as a company who make research on the various comments on the customers. See, the rich people, the child, or the ladies, the different types attitude of customers towards a particular product, and research are made with the types of customers, size of the market, customer attitude, behavior, buyer behavior, and after also post buyer behavior, whether the product satisfied the customers. It is also called, is a part of marketing research. Next, channel of distribution. The pathway through which the goods move from the producer to the consumer is the channel of distribution. It includes a number of intermediaries like wholesaler, retailer, jobber, etc. Channel by moving the goods help in transferring the ownership of good from the seller to buyer. See here, as producer produce the goods, it is transferred to agent, agent then transferred to wholesaler, wholesaler then retailer, retailer to consumer. This is how the goods are distributed and the channel of distribution work. And when the goods transferred from producer to agent, its ownership also transfer. The producer don't have any ownership of the goods, so one type of transaction or consideration is completed within this, from then agent to wholesaler, then wholesaler to retailer, then retailer to consumer. Nowadays online or direct marketing, that is connected with direct producer to consumer, newly marketing modern method. Physical distribution. Physical The physical movement of goods from the producer to consumer is physical distribution. This includes transportation, warehouse, inventory control and management, order processing, etc. Physical, the information, how the transportation are carried, the warehouse, the goods are stored, the movement of goods, whether it is there in warehouse or whether it is in the transport or whether it is in the inventory control or order processing or at the last stage to reach the consumer or whether it had reached the consumer, it is also called as physical distribution. Then promotion decision. How, however, a goods a product is, it have no value if it is not properly promoted. Promotion has the basic objectives of informing the market about the product available and creating a demand for it. Whenever the product is made, it should be made available. The market has the informing the market about the product and availability of product, because only when the consumer know about the product then they will purchase our product. If the consumer know our product, there will be the certain demand for our product. If the demand for our product, then we have to promote, the consumer will buy our product. And when the consumer buy our product, then there is a profit. So here it is promotional decision. I will repeat it once again. Promotion has the basic objective of informing the market about the product available and creating a demand for it. The different promotion tools are there, like advertising, sale promotion, personal selling, publicity, public relationship, etc. See, informing. So various methods are used in promotion, that is by TV, the website, the sales publicity, then boards they use, even a TV advertising, which is called as also called as road blocking. TV advertising was also called as road blocking. And sales promotion advertising, we know it's clearly how the goods are advertised. Sales promotion, they take a certain step to make a sale promotion. Personal selling, by direct meeting a consumer who needs the product. Publicity, by newspaper or building a public relationship. So next, pricing decision. Important for every business. When you produce a product, you have to fix a price. This is the only element of marketing which generate revenue for the firm. Pricing is concerned with pricing policies and strategies, price determination, discount, commission, etc. Because when a product is produced and when reached to the customers, there is the important element of called as pricing. Pricing is also concerned with pricing policies. There should be a certain rules where the product is only priced in a particular way, for which they have a policies and strategies. Price determination, the product which should have been given a discount, or the agent should receive a commission who sell the goods in the channel of distribution, where we learned before. The channel, they are involved a agent, wholesaler, retailer, they should also get a commission, and no doubt the owner should get the profit. Next, that is environmental analysis and an analysis of environment in which the business is to be carried out is the first step for any organization. The various macro and micro factors should be studied beforehand only to develop an understanding of strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats of an organization. Environment analysis, some they are internally within the organization, and some they are outside organization. Outside organization, where we call as pest analysis, that is political, economic, social, technological, pest analysis, when we called in simple terms. In business studies, business studies, I think business environment, where the macro environment and micro environment, which affects here also in marketing also these environment affect in the firm. For beforehand only, there should be a clear knowledge about the development about various factors such as macro and micro factors should be studied and developed understanding the strength of the product, weakness of the product, how the opportunities of the products, then whether it will sell in a particular region or particular weather condition, and the opportunities there and threats. No doubt threats are always from the competitors of an organization. For everyone, threats are always from the competitors only. So yeah, for a organization also threats are always from the competitors. So with this we completed scope. No, we have two more. Next are feedback from the customers. For successful marketing of goods, it is essential that marketer obtain the required feedback from the customers. The proper feedback mechanism should be developed so that the reason for the failure or less satisfaction may be identified and improved in the product be made. Most of you may be knowing customer satisfaction, mainly for mobile network. Nowadays we are facing customer feedback. Every network is not good, they have problem, and we are tired of speaking for the customer service. So let's move on to the next. 9. Responsibility towards the society. Business and society are interrelated and interdependent. A business cannot exist in vacuum. It is derived its much needed input from society and therefore owns a responsibility towards the society. These social activities are part of marketing as the unit have to protect and promote the interest of the society. A marketer to be socially responsive owns a responsibility towards employee, consumer, shareholders, etc. Responsible marketing responsibility towards society. It is also with the environment, where the internal and external environment, workplaces where the employees are there. Environment means directly related to the social, where workplace is employees, marketplace which are related to shareholders or shareholder or consumer, or society in which every means society is involved, social responsibility. Environment, it is both macro and micro also, within the within the organization or outside the internal or external environment. Next. Next, this is what is the difference between customer and the consumer. Many students got confused here. Difference between customer and the consumer. A customer is purchase and pay for the product or services, whereas consumer is the ultimate user of the product or services. The consumer may not have to pay for product or services. Here consumer is a ultimate user and the customer is the purchase or payer for the product or service. See here, it is the best example, I think. Here there is a toy shop and a father with her daughter. Here the father is a customer who pay for the product. No, and the daughter, little child, is a consumer. She will use the product, that is the toy from the shop. Here see this, the customer buys the product but the consumer uses it. Sometimes there are different people. Here, next. This it is the marketing concept. We will cover it detailed in the next video, but here I will give you the just review of that marketing concept, which is 8 crow marketing concept with a diagram. These are the marketing concept. First one, it is needs, what the customer need, basic needs. Then the customers want, what the customer want from the a firm or a organization, what the customer demand. Whenever we have a product, whether the customer demand for the product, it is also a crow concept, is also important from your examination point. And next, it is product. For every marketing, their product is required. That is not a new thing. I think from the last slides we have covered, almost all slides we have covered with the product. Next, it is utility, place, time, position, utility, cost, and satisfaction. Customer satisfaction. Cost means how the product is produced, and satisfaction of the consumer, whether they are fully satisfied or not, or whether they have unsatisfied, or the because of the failure of the product, that should be known by the marketing. Then next, it is exchange, transaction, and transfer, where we will learn in our next. I think we have not covered about much about transaction here. I think we have covered in the pricing, but not that much. We will completely cover with detailing in the transaction and transfer, relationship, and network. The relationships and network means where we have social relationships with the society, a business having relations with the consumer, society, social responsibility concept, modern marketing concept. This is important. Social marketing, relations and network with the society. The firm should have a clear or a good relationship, because it creates the goodwill to the firm. Next, it is market, marketing, marketer, and the prospect. Market we have studied, marketing we have studied, marketer, who is the marketer, and seller we will study in the next topic, and prospect. This also we will cover in detail in our next video. So with this, let's end today's video. All the best. Thank you. God bless you.